So if you finally graduate college and get that $150,000 paying job, do not live your life like you're making $150,000.
Being about $900, which was eating up a huge portion of that income. And then I got laid off. So I no longer had this high income to be able to support this super high car payment.
But let me also ask you, how long does it take the average American to make $3 million?
Even if I am living above my means or right at my means, there's no reason why I should have to cut out the little things that bring me joy to make up for the fact.
If that's your friend, go ahead and block and delete.
And take you on a tour of his impressive mansion and luxurious cars. We'll also delve into his net worth in 2024.
Well, come along for the complaints, but expect different perspectives. As usual, guys, this one is going to be a good one. See you on the other side. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Guys, my name is Andre, and as usual, if you're stopping by for the first time, please consider subscribing, and while you're at it, just go ahead and smash that like button. I would really appreciate it. Also, remember to hit that post notification bell so that you would be notified whenever I upload a new video. Now, as usual, guys, I'll be reviewing these videos for you, and I'll be giving you my pointers on what I think they should have done or what I would have done had I been in their situation. And in closing, I always try to put together something special so it would add value to you guys. So please stick around for that. But without further delay, let's jump right into it.
I remember watching this video like almost a year ago. And basically the young lady, she had kind of like the black girl luxury aesthetic going on. But she had just moved to a brand new luxury apartment. And she was kind of having a transparent moment by saying that since she's moved from her old apartment to this luxury apartment, which I'm sure she deserved, she can't do as much as she used to do when she was in her old apartment. And one of the things that she enjoyed doing was traveling. So since she's moved into this luxury apartment, she can't travel as much as she used to. And she said that she had to pretty much come up with a strategy to figure out how she was going to do that because, she was just like, I'm ready to move out of this luxury apartment. Like, she still made a lot of money, but majority of her money was going to rent. And so the small little luxuries that she enjoyed about life in her old apartment, she no longer could have them all. And I wish I could find this video. When I first saw it, I was just like, oh, wow, I meant to save it and I forgot to. But she basically followed up and said to make a list of like 5 to 10 things that you always want to be able to do. And so, of course, on her list, she had traveling as one of the things that she enjoys doing throughout the year. Not just one trip a year, she enjoys to frequently travel. But she encouraged other people to come up with a list of their own. So what are 5 to 10 things that you need to always be able to do to make yourself feel happy after working all week, after, going through life all week, and then tailor, your living arrangements to that. She went on to say that she had stainless steel, all the upgraded appliances, but she was looking at apartments and they all had white refrigerators. But she said to be able to do what she wanted to do, which was travel every other month, that was something she was willing to sacrifice. I definitely think that's a good strategy. And for me, that's something that I've been kind of working on. What is it that I want to always be able to do, whether I'm making $50,000 a year or $500,000 a year? What is something that I need to keep me happy? Everyone's going to have a different list. Some people might be like, I just want to be able to DoorDash food and not worry about the extra fees on Friday. Some people might be like, I just want to go out for a couple drinks every week with my friend. And for some people, it's like, I need to be able to travel every 2 to 3 months. Whatever your list is, then tailor that and then look at different ways.
Is much harder to lose when you live below your means. For the first 3 years of my 20s, I have been absolutely blessed to work within the real estate industry. Now, I am no longer active in the real estate industry, but I say I was blessed to work within the industry, not for the money that you can make or the homes that you can buy, but because you get to see what people do with their money. On one end, you get to see people who make way more money than you, how they invest it, where they're putting their money, and ultimately how they're getting a return on their investment. On the other end, you witness and hear stories of people who put their money into deals that turn out bad, whether that's just a basic residential purchase or whether that's a bad investment deal. Over time, all of the information and stories and instances that I've seen have affected how I actually handle my own money. Of course, when you are young, making more money is very, very important. But I can tell you what's more important is that you don't make more money and build your life off the money that you're making. So if you finally graduate college and get that $150,000 paying job, do not live your life like you're making $150,000. Yes, you can surely go out and buy the new home, you can buy the new car, but I can tell you from experience that doesn't necessarily make you more happy or give you the freedom that you're actually looking for. Most of the situations that I've seen turn out bad are usually because the people in the specific instance aren't able to pivot when needed. So if I help a client buy a home and they lose a job, they are not able to afford the life they created based on the job they were working. So if you're young and watching this, before deploying your money into anything, understand that you want a level of comfortability and freedom, like your baseline, that is probably way bigger than you think it is. But that's a good thing because once you have that, you are going to be able to pivot whenever needed and you're still going to be able to get the things that you want. So the lesson in this is to live below your means. If you live below your means, you can bounce back even if you go back to zero. If you live below your means, it will give you the level of comfortability and freedom to pivot whenever needed.
He is not lying. A couple of years ago, I was making a little over $140,000 working multiple full-time jobs from home. I decided that I wanted to get rid of my 2013 Hyundai Accent and get a 2022. In 2022, I got a brand new, fully loaded Kia Sportage SUV. And my car payment was about $700. I think it was like $681. But then, of course, I had to have full coverage insurance, which was about $200 more. And then I got all the full service packages and things like that. When I tell you it ended up being about $900, which was eating up a huge portion of that income. And then I got laid off. So I no longer had this high income to be able to support this super high car payment. Now, my income is a little lower than that. I probably make about $120, but I drive a paid off 2012 little beater car that I got off of Facebook Marketplace. I've had it for 8 months and I've saved thousands of dollars by not having a car payment.
I have this coworker, and I've had the luxury of working with him on a Saturday. And he kept saying, America is tough, America is hard, just the norm, being a victim Olympian. And I kept saying to him, it's not as hard as you think. You're doing the same exact job that I'm doing, and I'm not finding America to be hard. It's just decision. It's things that you're doing that I'm refusing to do. And that is what's making the big difference between you and I. And he just kept going. So I said, okay. On our lunch, I said, just talk about it. Let's compare what you're doing to what I'm doing. And guys, let me tell you right off the bat, this guy is spending way more than I am spending. And keep in mind, we're working the same job, the same weather, the same government, the same country, the same packages. And without a doubt, I could easily tell that he's just overspending. He's spending too much of his income. His expense is at the top of his income. And as a result of that, he's not able to relax. He's not able to sleep good. He's not able to communicate good. He's not being a good boyfriend. He's not being a good worker. All because he's maxing out his income. He has so much debt. He has so much he has to pay for to provide a lifestyle that he's not comfortable living. So again, right off the bat, that was an easy one. Now there's another friend that I have that just quit his job. He has left UPS for less pay. So this guy walked away from a 6-figure job to make less than 6 figures, guys. And he's not struggling. And he has a family. And yes, he might have moved out of New York. But when I tell you, it takes someone with real financial knowledge to walk away from a 6-figure job to making less and still living a great life. Because he understands that once he crunched the numbers, he's not living at the top of his income, he will be fine. So whether you're making $1 million, 500,000, 100,000, once you put together the numbers and you know the lifestyle you want to live, you'll be fine. So let me say shout out to you, Aristata, for pulling that one off, because everybody thinks they need 6 figures to live a great life or a comfortable life.
My husband save money while also living very comfortably on one income. First thing is we limit the amount of subscriptions we have We have a YouTube TV subscription. I pay monthly for iCloud storage, but it's like $2.99, so it's not bad at all. Not having all these different streaming services has saved us a ton of money. Another thing we do to save money that has literally saved us thousands over the years has been car payments. My husband both drive older cars. I have a 2015 Honda CRV and my husband has a 2015 Jeep Wrangler, and we are in a very blessed position to say that our cars are paid off, and just cutting out the car payment alone has saved us so much money. I'm cannot stress this enough. To the point that we cannot even imagine buying a new car. We'd never buy a brand new car. We've already talked about if we did want to get a new car, we would trade in our old cars and then get a used car. I have always been the one to say, as long as it gets me where I need to go, I don't really care what I'm driving. Another thing that saves us a ton of money is nails. I do not get manicures anymore. Sometimes I will on special occasions, like my birthday. I always go get my nails done. At our wedding and our honeymoon, I went and got my nails done. But I do my nails at home, and I think they look pretty good. I think they look cute. I usually buy the $7 press-ons. I recently invested in a gel manicure kit. And that has saved us a lot of money because every time I would go to the nail salon, it would be $50 to $60, and that is just too much. Another thing we do to save money is use coupons. I would be lying if I sat here and told you that we didn't eat out, because we do. We love to go eat out. It's one of our favorite things to do together. We get a lot of coupons sent to our house in the mail. We take advantage of that. The way we save money is by shopping at Aldi. Aldi is key to saving money on groceries, too, because me and my husband are very particular about the type of food we buy. We try to buy organic and dye-free food just because we believe that's what's best for us, and it saves us a ton of money. If you want a part 2 on how we save money while living comfortably on one income, just comment down below. See you guys later, and happy budgeting.
50K salary, live on 40K. 70K salary, live on 40K. 100K salary, live on 40K. You get it. The point is, live on less than you make. Live below your means until your means expand to a point where you can do whatever the fuck you want. This is really as simple as it gets when it comes to setting yourself free financially. Take your annual income and live on half of it or a quarter of it if you can. Yes, it's going to be difficult, and I'm not saying you have to starve yourself just to get rich through investments, but your alternative is to let your lifestyle creep up to your income level. Continue to spend and spend and spend and spend until eventually a bad day comes where you either get fired or you realize that, oh wait, I don't have any money for retirement because you didn't take things in your own hand. Live below your means. It's what I'm doing right now. I eat fucking mac and cheese twice a day. 69-cent mac and cheese. It tastes good and it saves me a shitload of money on food. It's just one of the ways I cut costs so that I can invest more money into myself, my businesses, and my fucking future.
People to live below their means. Stop telling people that, because living below your means still doesn't make up for the fact that we don't make enough money. I'm living below my means and it's still hard. I don't know why y'all not ready to have that adult conversation yet. And people are so quick to say that when you tell them you're going through something financially. Y'all, even if I am living above my means or right at my means, there's no reason why I should have to cut out the little things that bring me joy to make up for the fact that we don't get enough money. And I say that because I know that personally, and I just see that so much. And granted, some people do live way, way, way above their means. But that's not what I'm talking about right now. I just know I reach the people who I need to reach.
So if that's your friend, go ahead and block and delete. And I'm saying this not because she's a bad person. I'm saying it because if you are the type of person who you're not comfortable with your financial situation, you're not comfortable with blaming the government, you're not comfortable with running the Victim Olympics, you're not comfortable with where you're at in life, that's not the friend you need. That's not the friend you need. Let me tell you, I have a friend named Bailey, and this guy is a great guy. He has made so much of a difference over the past couple of months since we've been communicating. Now, let me share a few things with you about Bailey that I've grown to respect and love. Listen, this guy easily would blow $5,000 to $7,000 on a vacation. On a vacation, guys. When you talk about parties, he's always there. When you talk about name brand, he's always doing it. When you talk about giving, he's always doing it. Now, just a few days ago, he called me up to say, you know what, Andre? I'll be getting rid of one of my cars. And to be honest, I was a bit surprised because he loved this car. Now, when I think about it, Bailey's gonna sell his car for about $10,000 to $15,000, in which he said that he would put on the S&P 500. Now, guys, it might sound like he's only putting $15,000 on an S&P 500, but what you're not calculating, this is one less car to fuel, one less car to put on insurance, one less car to pay toll on, one less car to maintain, to pay maintenance on. And that is where the big difference is, because just a simple move as getting rid of a car, it's going to be a big plus for him, because apart from 10-15% on $15,000, he will no longer have to pay the overhead costs on that car. Hold on, guys, this will take a quick second. Let me say, if you're liking the content, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. And always remember to communicate with me inside the comment section. And as usual, guys, thank you for your like, thank you for your subscription. Let's get back to the video.
Look into the life of boxing legend Evander Holyfield, where we go beyond the headlines and into the heart of his world. Known for his fierce prowess in the ring and his remarkable comeback stories, Holyfield's life off the mat is just as intriguing. In this video, we'll uncover the dynamics of his 4 marriages, the joys and challenges of raising his children, and take you on a tour of his impressive mansion and luxurious cars. We'll also delve into his net worth in 2024, revealing how his financial landscape has evolved over the years. Buckle up as we dive deep into the world of one of boxing's greatest icons and discover the stories that shape his life today. At the height of his career, Evander Holyfield enjoyed a net worth of approximately $100 million. This considerable fortune was a direct result of his extraordinary success in the ring. Over his boxing career, Holyfield earned around $230 million in prize money alone. This figure, strikingly large, does not even take into account the effects of inflation, which would have increased the real value of his earnings. However, despite his financial windfall, Holyfield's financial story is far from a fairy tale. Like many athletes who have earned vast sums, Holyfield faced severe financial difficulties. His financial troubles serve as a poignant reminder of the volatility that can accompany fame and fortune. Several factors contributed to Holyfield's financial decline. One major issue was his extravagant lifestyle. During his peak years, Holyfield enjoyed a life of luxury, marked by a grand estate in Atlanta, Georgia. In addition to his opulent lifestyle, Holyfield encountered a series of financial missteps and legal challenges. The costs associated with high-profile divorces, legal disputes, and ongoing maintenance of his assets contributed to the erosion of his wealth. Furthermore, Holyfield's approach to financial management was less than ideal, lacking the strategic planning necessary to sustain his wealth over the long term. As his financial situation deteriorated, Holyfield was forced to make tough decisions. The need to address mounting debts led him to sell off many of his assets, including his famed estate. The sale of these properties marked a stark departure from the lavish lifestyle he once led, highlighting the severity of his financial challenges. By 2024, Holyfield's net worth had plummeted to around $1 million. This dramatic reduction underscores the unpredictable nature of wealth and the difficulties of managing it. Despite earning hundreds of millions of dollars over his career, Holyfield's financial status today reflects the broader reality faced by many athletes: the challenge of sustaining wealth amidst personal and financial pressures. Evander Holyfield's ventures outside the boxing ring illustrate his diverse interests and entrepreneurial spirit. His ability to transition from a celebrated athlete to a multifaceted public figure highlights his adaptability and enduring impact on popular culture. And with all the success he achieved during the peak of his career, it is no surprise that he owned countless valuable properties, which we will talk about later. Mansion in Atlanta, Georgia. In the world of extravagant real estate, few stories are as dramatic as that of Evander Holyfield's 109-room mansion in Atlanta. Once a symbol of the former heavyweight boxing champion's success, the mansion's fate became a stark reminder of the financial volatility that can accompany even the highest of achievements. Purchased in 1998, the estate sprawls across 234 acres and encompasses a staggering 54,000 square feet. The mansion's size was matched only by its opulence. Boasting 109 rooms, it featured a host of extravagant amenities designed to impress and entertain. The mansion's entrance alone was a spectacle of grandeur. Visitors were greeted by a wraparound driveway that led to an entrance hall adorned with a double-hinged staircase, set against a giant sundial mosaic embedded in the marble floor. This level of detail extended throughout the estate, with stately rooms defined by 18-foot ceilings, Corinthian columns, and lavish design elements. Inside, the mansion offered a wealth of luxurious features. The grand ballroom and dining room, capable of seating 100 guests, reflected classic elegance with their Corinthian columns and period design. The master bathroom was equally extravagant, showcasing an in-floor bathtub and hot tub encircled by black marble columns. For leisure and entertainment, the mansion did not disappoint. It housed a 135-seat theater, a bowling alley, a handball court, and, fittingly for a boxing champion, a dedicated boxing gym. The estate's sprawling grounds included both an indoor and outdoor pool, with the outdoor pool being one of the largest private pools in the country, requiring 350,000 gallons of water to fill. Maintaining such a grand property was no small feat. The annual upkeep of the mansion was estimated at over $1 million, a cost necessary to preserve its former splendor. This included not only the care of the estate's vast grounds but also the high utility bills, with electricity alone costing around $17,000 per year. Despite the mansion's grandeur, Holyfield's financial troubles soon caught up with him. By 2008, the estate went into foreclosure, a consequence of the mounting financial pressures that Holyfield faced. The mansion was sold at public auction for more than $7 million, a fraction of the amount owed on the mortgage, which was double the selling price. This sale marked a dramatic turn in Holyfield's fortunes, symbolizing the collapse of a once thriving financial empire. In 2014, the mansion found a new owner in rapper Rick Ross, who purchased it for more than $5 million. This transaction underscored the shifting fortunes of the estate and its former owner. It is a reminder of the costs associated with maintaining such a luxurious lifestyle and the unforeseen challenges that can arise, regardless of one's previous accomplishments. The estate's transition from a beacon of triumph to a symbol of financial struggle reflects the broader narrative of how wealth and luxury can sometimes be fleeting, no matter how grand the initial achievements might be.
You know what, guys? Even though this one is a sad one, I just want to say the reason for showing you this video is so that you could take away something from it. Listen, whether you're making $1 million, $500,000, or $100,000, guys, if you're not focused, if you have no financial awareness and you have no plan, added to the fact that you're making bad or terrible decisions, you're going to find yourself like Evander Holyfield. It is not your income that is stopping you. It's how you think about your income. It's what you do with it. And the information that you have about money, who you're hanging with. He was making hundreds of millions of dollars, guys. And now today, he is worth less than the upkeep of the house he was living in. Let me say that again. Evander Holyfield is worth less than the $1 million he was paying for upkeep on the house he was living in. Let that sink in. So when you look at my friend Bailey, who is willing to get rid of his car, or one of his cars, to put that money on the S&P 500 over the next 10, 15 years, he understands what's happening. Once again, guys, we've come to the end of another great video. Listen, if you found value in this one, please go ahead, like, subscribe, and share. Or better yet, if you know someone that might find value in this one, please go ahead and share. And as usual, you won't get all your information from this one video, so please go ahead and click on one of these videos right here. And now you will have access to the financial market, the financial news, making your first investment, and definitely my journey towards financial freedom. As usual, guys, be safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.